equals 55. They get this major numerological, arguably satanic tribute in the closing of the game. Notice also, the Warriors went up with 119 points on that shot. Remember, the symbol of the Zionists, Star of David equals 119. The symbol of the Masons and the Zionists are both the Star of David and the All-Seeing Eye. Both of these phrases have gematria of 119. Symbols that have been on our currency for 100 years. At the end of the game, Steph Curry scored the final 2 points at the free throw line. He took the line with 31 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 44 tribute. He made both of his free throws, meaning that he went from 31 points to 33 points on March 3rd, 3-3. One of the very first videos I made on this channel is how the NBA is a 33 league. Anyway, Stephen in gematria sums to 33. Curry in gematria sums to 31. The ranging degrees of Scottish Rite Freemasonry are 31, 32, 33. Add them together, it sums to 96. Freemason equals 96. The Warriors are chasing the record from 96 set by the Chicago Bulls. Chicago, a Masonic Zionist Mecca. See how it all works, Truth Seeker? Here was something that made me laugh before the end of the game. Andrew Bogut takes the line, right? And they put up this stat right away. On the season, he's shooting 44% at the free throw. And here I am explaining that these guys who miss at the free throw line, it's all part of the script. These guys know how to shoot free throws. Missing is part of the gig, part of the grand deception, part of the show, part of the rigged spectacle. This guy goes to the line with a 44% on the season average, and what's he do? Drains 2 free throws in a row that he makes it look easy as day, nothing but net on both of them. And I bet you this guy could probably hit 9 out of 10 if he wanted to. I just remember like how back in the day, Shaq could be clutch at the free throw line when he needed to be, when he was a career 50% shooter. Things that should stand out to people. These are things I've been documenting over the years, paying attention, telling people, can't you see it's rigged? So obvious these guys are just playing tricks. Anyway, Andrew Bogut, the man shooting these free throws. Andrew Bogut in gematria equals 49, just like Warriors. Perfect guy to have 44% on the season in the Warriors' 44th year of being in Golden State. He brought the score to 111 by making both of his free throws. Nothing but net. Again, the NBA Finals in simple English gematria sums to 111. In English gematria, sums to 666. Just a second, I'll show you the connection between 144 and 666. Final score again, 227 points, matching the last date they just played, February 27th. With regards to these numbers, 106 and 121, both special numbers. Revelation means, having an understanding, having a thought come to clarity. Number 106 is the number of prophecy. The Zionist state of Israel was established in the year 1947 on the 333rd day of the year on a date with 106 numerology. And if you read Zionist literature, they often refer to that date as the date of prophecy. Show you this real quick. The date was 11/29/1947. 11 plus 29 is 40. Plus 19 more is 59. Plus 47 is 106. So you add up the date like this, 106. The word prophecy in gematria, P's the 16th letter, R's the 18th, O's the 15th, P's the 16th, H is the 8th, E's the 5th, C's the 3rd, Y's the 25th. Add it all together, 106. The Masons, the Zionists, have always operated by this numerological code. I was studying history, news, documenting all this synchronicity. After doing that for however long it was, a year, I saw how the sports were synced up the exact same way. And I said, well, I guess that makes a lot of sense The same gang runs the sports leagues that runs the rest of this world. The news, governments. That's why there's the parallel. So after the game, they showed this. Warriors tied the Bulls' longest active win streak at home, 44 games. Look at when the Bulls' win streak started. 3/30/95, ended April 4th, 4/4/96. Their 44-game win streak ended on April 4th. If you're new here, 44 when written out as a word, April 4th when written out as a word, both have gematria of 144. The Bulls' 44-game win streak ended on April 4th. The date that it ended, 4/4/1996, a date with 123 numerology. The word conspiracy equals 123. Michael Jordan was on that team. Notice the streak began March 30th. 3 plus 30, 33. Michael equals 33. Steven equals 33. Remember earlier in the year, Steve Kerr returned for the Warriors' 44th game of the season. It was his 83rd game coaching in the regular season. The same day David Blatt, the coach of the Cavs, was fired, who was fired with 83 regular season wins. 83 is the 23rd prime number. 23 a special number in basketball. Last night, Steve Kerr called a timeout when the score was 44-44. No coincidence. This kind of stuff happens all the time. Timeouts by the numbers. It was an extra long timeout, too. It seemed longer than normal. I wonder if somewhere in the world some weird Masonic Zionist ritual was going on during this timeout. If Jeff C's out there, I hope you're watching this video. Jeff C, the day after the Super Bowl, put out a video saying that I was insane and here to make truth tellers look crazy for saying that sports are rigged by the numbers. He made that video the day after the Super Bowl, where I had predicted that the Broncos would win, Von Miller would be the MVP, and there would be a major Black Panthers tribute. Things I all decoded by the numbers. All three things came true. The day after, Jeff C puts out a video saying I'm crazy. Oh, truth seeker. I'll link this post in the description if you want to read it. Here was something else I noticed right after the game. They got ESPN putting up this 2-minute and 33-second tribute. It's part of this story that says Warriors surge past Thunder for 44th straight home win. In gematria, that phrase sums to 233, just like the timestamp on the video. And what I know from studying this is 233 is the Fibonacci number that follows 144. If you don't know your Fibonacci numbers, it goes like this. 1, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 plus 3, 5. 3 plus 5, 8. 5 plus 8, 13. Do you see what I'm doing? I'm adding the last two numbers in the sequence. 13 plus 8, 21. 13 plus 21, 34. 21 plus 34, 55. Last night they got their 55th win. 34 plus 59, 89. 34 plus 55, 89. 55 plus 89, 144. 89 plus 144, 233. So 233, the Fibonacci number following 144. We get this Fibonacci sequence tribute connected to 144 and 44 from ESPN after the game. And ESPN is always coding their headlines and their timestamps like this. Impossible coincidence. Again, things I've been documenting for years. And remember, when you write out 44, it sums to 144, as we just talked about. If you missed my preview video, these are all the things I pointed out before the game. Yesterday's game was 44 days before the start of the playoffs. Warriors in their 44th year of existence. The head coach of Oklahoma City had just lost his wife at age 44 in a car crash. Car crash has gematria 44. A day before the game, the part owner, Aubrey McClendon, died in a car crash. Monty Williams himself is also 44 years old. And, of course, the Warriors were going for their 44th straight win. NBA playoffs begin April 16th, the 106th day of the year. Yesterday's games finished with 106 points, the number of prophecy. Yesterday, again, 3-3. Curry finishes with 33 points, matching his name, matching the date. Yesterday had the 42 numerology connecting to Freemason, connecting to NBA Finals. Just days ago, I pointed out this tribute from ESPN, the minute 44 timestamp on Steve Kerr, who returned for the 44th game of the season. Way beyond coincidence, Truth Seeker. In case you missed that video, I pointed out how Steph Curry's birthday occurs 33 days before the start of the playoffs this year. Also notice that Steph Curry's birthday is March 14th. They call this Pi Day because the number pi having to do with cycles and circles like you learned about in school. You know, pi r squared, all that. That number begins with 3.14, kind of like March 14th. And with regards to 227, like the sum of last night's game, like February 27th, where the teams played prior, 22 divided by 7 gives you the approximation for the number for pi, 3.14. See how it all nicely comes together? So here's what I want to close with. We've been talking about 144. Notice how mark of the beast equals 144. The NBA Finals in English gematria equals 666. If you read Revelation, the final book of the Bible, the numbers 144 and 666 are both used. 666 is known as the mark of the beast, which has gematria of 144. If you add the first 144 decimal points of pi, it sums to 666. No coincidence. Our language is built on this numerical system, this ancient knowledge. This is why the English language exists, and this is why the New World Order, who are Freemasons and Zionists, are spreading this language across the world. You know, we call it spelling, magical spell. I don't know how real the power of this coding is in the language, but from my research, it seems that there really is something to it. And you have to recognize the powers that be have done this. These people are part of a gang that has been around for centuries, thousands of years. These people are the keepers of knowledge. Masons pride themselves on being the keepers of knowledge, the invisible architects of society. They have built a world for us with their knowledge while keeping we the people out of the loop, in the dark about this. So for those of you who come to me and ask for me to give all the answers, and then when I can't provide all the answers that satisfy you, you get mad at me and dismiss the work, that's not intelligent. That's cognitive dissonance. That's having an unrealistic perspective. You have to understand, I'm just like you. I was born into this world. I was born to two relatively poor, uneducated parents. I was just blessed to have the ability to see things for what they are from a young age. And this whole time I've been alive, I've been working at uncovering truth, bringing awareness, trying to increase my own understanding of this world. So my research is always ongoing, you know. I'm able to provide new information, more details as time passes. But I have to work hard to, bring this research to light. This is all the product of working very hard. I've been working hard every single day for years straight without taking a break. How many of you have ever worked at a project for 3+ years without taking a break? And when I say 3 years, I don't mean to shortchange myself. I mean, I've been working at, understanding this world for my whole life. But this project of gematria, numerology, decoding, learning what it means, that I've been working at nonstop for 3 years. The reason you guys don't have the answers to the questions that you ask me is the same reason I don't have the answers. Because we're in the dark. This information's hidden from us. For those of you who understand, who are interested, who care about this, please help do the research. You can help bring more information to light. And several of you do, and I'm so grateful for you. But more and more of you can be doing this. I'll link my How to Gematria video. You can learn these skills. You can do this study. And you can surprise yourself and others. So often people ask me things like, well, look at how easy you make it look, and looks like anybody can do this. You know, go watch my videos from 2005.